All right, let's talk Holy Cross cross country. Charlie Orlando, the head coach, with us. And Charlie, a lot of success over the years. You've been blessed, fortunate to have them, but at the same time, you're getting a lot out of these young ladies and young men at Holy Cross. Let's talk about the 2016 team.
The 2016 team is a little bit different than the teams that we've had in the past. This year's team is made up of our lead runners are mostly a few seniors, but we have on the team sophomores, juniors, and freshmen that are contributing. And so far this season, we've had a great season so far, and hoping to continue for the rest of the year.
Let's talk about being around these young athletes and seeing them develop over the years. I'm sure that's refreshing for you to say, wow, they're getting better, they're improving their times, we're winning meets, we're heading off to districts and states.
Right. Some of the girls that we have are seniors this year, and it's really been gratifying to see their progress over the years. Usually you'll have freshmen, some days that they run, they're on, some days they're off, but they get a lot more consistent as time goes on.
Talk about the league and the competition this year and what that's like.
Well, the league this year is interesting. The past couple of years, to get to the state meet, there was 2 teams that could qualify for Class A in District 2. This year it's down to 1 team. So our biggest competition will be what's been our competition the last 4 years has been Elk Lake. And 1 team is going to stay home. It's a sad situation, but you just have to follow PIAA rules, and they're only going to take 1 team this year, so we're hoping that we're going to be that 1 team.
Have you changed a whole lot in your years of coaching? Do you adapt a whole bunch? Obviously, with phones and social media and different things and kids learning things. Do you have to adapt with it and go with the times?
Absolutely. Social media is the big thing. You can't coach today unless you can text message. Phone calls is a waste of time. And I do everything on social media as far as contacting the team. Text messaging is big right now.
And as far as the rest of the season, October's right around the corner. What are you expecting for this run for this Holy Cross team?
Well, I expect that right now we're almost halfway through the season. The key is to stay injury-free. Right now we're doing good in that department, and for the first time in the past 4 years, we have some depth on the team. We have 14 girls come out this year for cross country, and we never really had the depth that we have this year. So we're really looking, hopefully, that we can make it to the state meet again this year.
Charlie Orlando from the Holy Cross cross country team. He is the head coach for the boys and the girls here at Arcaro and Genell. All right, we're with Abby Xebec from the Holy Cross Crusaders. And Abby, for you, let's talk about your talents out there on the course.
This senior season, we've been working a lot on hills and speed. So I think those 2 together are really going to help us have more success on the field.
The depth of the team, let's talk a little bit about, particularly on the girls' side. Talk about some of the runners and maybe getting a pack and people try to finish together. Talk about what your team, do you have 1 dominant runner, or all of you are kind of doing pretty well this year?
Yeah, this year we have a lot of depth, so that's a great aspect. I mean, we have 3 of our top runners, but the rest of us are also doing very well. Abby Sempa has come in. She's been coming along and she's always improving. And Lexi Walsh, she's our #1 runner. She's always having a lot of success for us, which helps the whole team. But yeah, we're all working really hard.
For you in particular, talk about being a runner and having the right mindset, making sure you're doing your right miles, nutrition stuff. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. Do you think about it a lot, or does it just kind of come all together and you get pretty good results?
I do keep track of my mileage each week, and I also try to only drink water. I don't drink a lot of soda or anything like that, but I don't really focus on each meal I eat. I kind of eat whatever I'd like to, because we basically run it off in the end. But I mean, I do try to focus on little things like that.
Coach Orlando seems to have adapted with the times. He says social media, he tries to do what he's supposed to do. Talk what he does to try to get the most out of you.
So right now we have a group message, and that does keep us all together. It's probably the easiest way. We used to use Facebook, but the group message really keeps us all together, and everyone gets like the notices very quickly. So
pretty darn good student. let's talk about the future for you, what you'd like to do, and do you have an idea on where you're going to go?
I hope to major in biology with a pre-med focus. And I would like to go to Boston College, but we're gonna see if that works out. I mean, that's my reach school, so I'm gonna try to get there. And I'm also applying to the University of Scranton and St. Joseph's.
All great institutions. We wish you well, Abby. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's move along to Abby Corrigan from Holy Cross. And Abby, for you, let's talk about your career at Holy Cross, both in cross country and track and field. How rewarding has it been for you?
I think that being part of the team is really important as you are in a school, because it helps you be more connected to not only your friends but your teammates and the school overall, and it helps you motivate other people to just try your best, and it really helps accomplish the team aspect of the school.
How about your studies for you? Is that something that comes natural to you? You put a lot of time in? Tell us a little bit about that.
I do put a lot of time and effort. I mean, I think it's important to have a lot of priorities, and school is definitely number one, but I think that track helps a lot in cross country because all your friends, you're in the same class, and it helps you work together, not only on the fields, but in school as well.
You talk about being a student at Holy Cross. Tell us about your experience of relationships with some of your teachers and some of your classmates, and things that you do at Holy Cross that maybe you may not get somewhere else. I know it's a pretty tight-knit group.
Yeah, it's a really small school, so you're really connected to everybody. You know everybody there, and you really have a special bond with each and every person there. So that's really important, especially when you're on a team. They all support you and encourage you to do your best.
Talk about the coming weeks. October's right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about what your expectations are for the month of October with this team.
Well, districts will be in the end of October, so I think that's mostly where we're trying to peak and do our best. So I think that we're really pushing hard to get better and better each week, and hopefully by districts we'll be on top.
How about your family? Talk about them and getting after you, and I'm sure encouraging you to be your best.
Yeah, my family's definitely my number one fans. My dad really helps out with the team, and my mom definitely pushes me to do my best and to eat healthy and train hard. So I think it's really important that they encourage me and also push me as well.
Okay, let's move along to Julianne Hunt from the Holy Cross Cross Country team. And Julianne, you have great enthusiasm. And talk about just trying to be a team contributor this year for everyone there at Holy Cross. What's it like for you?
I just love the team so much. I mean, I've been in the team for 6 years, and I just love the girls, and we're all just so close. We're a huge family. It's great.
Pushing yourself as far as cross country wise, I'm sure that's something you do. Talk about how you try to reach your goals. And everybody's got different goals on the team, but talk about trying to be your best.
I mean, being on a team where everyone's amazing, and I'm not necessarily the best, but I mean, I try to stay with the other girls, and it's just, I don't know, I run for the team. We're all together, and I do my best for the team.
Well, speaking of doing your best, you're pretty darn good in the classroom. Tell us about working hard there and getting some good results as well.
Oh yeah, I mean, definitely with cross country you work hard, and in school you work hard, and I think having that kind of attitude with cross country and school carries the point through.
Being a balanced person sounds like you have that down pat. That you're doing your athletics, you're doing your academics, and of course there's another component at Holy Cross. Talk about that whole thing coming together as a family and being one unit there at Holy Cross.
Oh yeah, Holy Cross, we're a huge family. It's great. I mean, you know everyone in the school. I mean, especially with the team. I mean, we all know each other. They know everything about each other. So it's really great. We're all really close.
And there is something special about cross country where everybody seems to root for each other, whether it's another team or they go to districts or, talk about what you see from that and the positive attitude you get out of the sport.
Oh yeah, definitely. With us in prep, a lot of their kids ran for us for JV, so we know all the kids on the prep team and we cheer for each other. And I mean, even the fastest girl is always going to cheer for the slowest girl. Same with boys. So.
Talk about your future endeavors. Tell us about an area of study that you're going to do, and then do you know where you're going as well?
I'm hoping to go to Maryland College Park for pre-med. So that's my main goal right now. But
sounds like a huge goal. What gave you those aspirations to reach that?
I just really love helping people, and I love Maryland. So Just hope I get in.
I wish you well. How about your family overall? Tell us a little bit about them and supporting you.
Oh, well, my dad loves cross country. My mom does too, but the back of my green Holy Cross Subaru, we have a huge XC bumper sticker. So whenever that rolls up to the meets, that's when you know the hunts are there.
Well, thank you so much for coming to Arcaro and Genell.
All right, thank you so much.
Okay, we're with Megan Healy from the Holy Cross Cross Country team. And Megan, let's talk about this season thus far as September gets ready to wrap up. How you feeling right now about your team?
We're having a really great year so far. Everybody's working so hard. We have a lot of new talent coming up and returning talent with all the girls back, and it's just been a really great year. We're having a really great time and a lot of fun.
Megan, let's talk a little bit about Coach Orlando, what he sees, how he tries to get the most out of you with the team, and whether the guys push the girls or the girls push the guys. Tell us a little bit about that whole team aspect.
Well, the team is absolutely fantastic. Girls and boys, we're all just one big family. Especially Coach, it's not just about the running, it's about everything. He tries to develop you as like a whole person. We go to masses as teams. He makes sure we're doing great in school. He just really tries to make sure we're really well balanced.
We talk about the part of balancing the academics and the athletics for you. Tell us about time management, something I'm sure you learn as you become a high school student.
It's a struggle. I mean, yesterday I meet up in North Pocono, getting home at 8 o'clock. Got to get home and do your homework, but you got to make sure you balance it out so you have time to do everything and maintain everything.
And talk a little bit about being a good teammate. What are things that you try to do to help your teammates, whether it's a road meet or a home meet, that you try to do to encourage them, or maybe you have a pasta party or things like that? Tell us about some positive things that you do with your teammates.
Well, we do. We have a pasta party before every meet. That's really great. You get to spend time with your team all the time. And we also we have a different bow every week for depending on where we go, so that's a big thing, like picking out the bow, and everybody gets their bow and ties it in each other's hair, and it's just really cute. It's a good team thing.
Where do you see yourself with your team as far as trying to, be one of the leaders as a senior? What do you try to do to set the tone for everybody else that this is what you need to do to be successful?
Well, we just want to make sure, we're there to have a good time, but it's also you have to be serious and get your miles in and do what you have to do to make sure you're putting yourself in the best position to run well.
Other activities for you at Holy Cross?
I swim and I'm on the track team.
Okay, favorite event that you have in track?
I do the 100 hurdles. It's a really great time.
Wow, that's challenging.
Yeah.
What was it like your first time even trying the hurdle, saying, can I do this?
Oh, I was terrified. I was so terrified. Even though I tower over the hurdle, I was terrified that I was going to fall right on my face. But we have a really great coach, Mrs. Rogers, and she helps us out in getting over our fears and getting over the hurdles.
How about what's in store for you for 2017? Have you put a lot of thought into that yet?
Well, the dream is Notre Dame and like a pre-law program, but that's the dream, so.
Well, it seems like all these ladies have big dreams. Keep reaching for them. It sounds awesome, and it sounds like you have a real nice team.
Yeah, we do. Thank you.
All right, Megan Healy from the Holy Cross Cross Country team. All right, let's move along to Lexi Walsh here from Holy Cross and the cross country team. And Lexi, talk about your role on the team and pushing yourself to try to be your best.
I think it's important, especially for the team aspect, to always push myself, because the faster that I try to go, my teammates kind of come along, and we try to stay as much as in a group as we can. So it kind of, once you push yourself, then everybody kind of goes along with it, and I think it really helps.
So that pack racing mentality, but in the end,
right.
There's lots of points to be had with that. But hoping one girl will push the other. I'm sure maybe Coach Orlando might have a message to somebody and may not tell the other girl, hey, do this, make this move, to try to get everybody going. Talk about your relationship with Coach Orlando and what he tries to do to get the best out of everybody.
Coach O is such a great coach. He always sees the potential in everybody, and he pushes everyone, and he gives us workouts because he knows that we all can be so good. So, he really does a great job in getting us to where our best is for like the district and hopefully the state meets.
A lot of girls talented in the classroom. Talk about living up to those expectations with these girls, and doctors and lawyers and all this stuff. But that's what's there at Holy Cross. There's a lot of opportunity.
Right. Our education at Holy Cross is great. Our cross-country team especially, we all do really well in the classroom, and that's one thing that I'm proud of, because it's great to be, involved in a sport, but also academics is extremely important too. So I think it speaks volumes, the fact that we're good on the course and then also in the classroom.
Tell us a little bit about your family and what you get from them, whether it's pushing you a little bit in the academic part or maybe the athletic part or some of the other things that you're doing at Holy Cross.
Well, I just have one brother and then my two parents, and our family is great. We're so close-knit, and my parents really push me so much because they know they are harsh at times, but I really appreciate it so much because they push me to be the best that I could be, and without them, I don't think I would be where I am in academics or athletics. And my brother is so supportive of me and everything I do, and I'm so grateful to have him because he's just great, and he's always so proud of me. Like, some siblings might be jealous of their siblings, but it's great because my family is just so close-knit, and it's great to have each other.
It sounds like your parents are doing the right thing with you and getting the most out of you. Talk about, you're just a junior, but you're involved in some other activities there at Holy Cross. Tell us about playing basketball and what that's like.
It's definitely a different sport, but I enjoy it as well, and it's just fun to be able to be a part of different teams like that and see like the different, sports and everything.
Well, it sounds like you have a bright future, and keep working hard there for Holy Cross, and congratulations and best of luck. October is going to be pretty big for the Holy Cross cross country team.
Thank you.
Lexi Walsh from the Holy Cross cross country team here on the John Mendola Show from Arcaro and Genell.